Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kateryna and I'm your English teacher from Canada. I was running some errands downtown and I realized, hey, I'm right down by the water. Join me for a spontaneous vlog style English lesson and let's explore Toronto's harbour front. If you walk on Yonge Street to the most southern point of downtown Toronto, you will see Lake Ontario. There's a beautiful view of the CN Tower from here. There's lots of tall skyscrapers. Some are office buildings and some are condos. Condo is short for condominium, which is like a modern apartment that people rent or own. This is a pretty pedestrian-friendly area with wide sidewalks. There are bike lanes and public transit here as well. You can take the streetcar or rent a city bike. Walk a little bit north and you will get to Union Station where you can take the subway. Here is where you can buy a souvenir or try a delicious Canadian treat, a beaver tail or a poutine. A poutine is French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. A beaver tail is a fried dough with sweet toppings, and I'm seriously thinking about getting one. You can keep walking past the Beaver Tails restaurant on the waterfront trail. There's a cute small park here. It smells amazing and fresh. If you stop and pay attention, you will notice some different wildlife. Do you hear that sound from the pigeons? It's called cooing. The pigeons are cooing. They coo when they are happy and comfortable. There are many butterflies and other small birds, and it's a great place to see some Canada geese. Did you know a single animal is called a goose? In plural, they are called geese. And look, there are very young ones who don't have their black feathers yet. A young goose is called a gosling. Do you see that small yellow boat? Does it remind you of any yellow car? That's a water taxi, and the water taxis will take you to the Toronto Islands. They're approximately $12 per person per trip. You can keep walking on this waterfront trail along the lake. It's a beautiful day, but it's always a bit windy down by the water. I suggest you bring a jacket, especially if you're planning to go on the water taxi. The air is so fresh here. Many people are soaking up the sun, but there are some people that are on their lunch break. They likely work in the offices nearby. Look guys, that's the ferry. The ferry will also take you to the Toronto Islands. The ferry costs approximately $9 for a single ride for an adult ticket, but it's free to take the ferry back to the city. After a few minutes of walking on the waterfront trail, you will see the ferry terminal. To enter the terminal, you need to buy a ticket. I'm gonna go find out when is the next ferry. So this is where you would line up to get your ticket. As you can see, it's very quiet today. If you come on a weekend like Saturday or Sunday, there would usually be a lot more people here, but today is Thursday. I found out the next ferry is in 30 minutes, and you know what guys? We're going to the island. Let's go grab a beaver tail and enjoy an afternoon away from the busy city. Here's a helpful map that will help you to orient yourself. We are here, and here are the Toronto Islands. There are 3 options for where the ferry can take you. We've got Ward's Island, Center Island, and Hanlon's Point. Today, we're going to Center Island. I quickly walk back to the beaver tails. They've got a canoe on the ceiling for decoration and a dartboard. To order a beaver tail, just pick the flavor you like and say, "Hi, can I get one Bananarama beaver tail, please?" This one's got chocolate and bananas. Now let's go quick so we don't miss the 3 o'clock ferry. We made it, and the beaver tail is safe and sound. I'm surprised it didn't get completely destroyed. It's a stunning view as the ferry departs and you start to see the skyline of the city. Now let's sit back and enjoy the ride. The ferry ride takes about 15 minutes. We're almost there. Look, there's lots of people waiting to take the ferry back to the city. As I mentioned, it's free to take the ferry back. As you enter the island, you will see a map, very helpful so that you can figure out where to go. Over to your right, there are some chain restaurants. A chain restaurant is a restaurant that has many locations. They all serve the exact same product. I take a moment to study the map. I also check out the schedule for the ferry for my return ride. And I start walking down the trail. Let's go explore. So, what's my final verdict? It's absolutely delicious, 10 out of 10. The beaver tail is a must-try Canadian treat. What a beautiful day. I am so glad we spontaneously ended up on the island. As you keep walking on this main trail, you will see Centerville. Centerville is an amusement park for children. There are many rides that children can go on and lots of yummy treats that you can eat too. After you cross the bridge, you will see some gardens. There will be fountains here later in the summer and many more flowers. There are benches where you can sit and rest and even some picnic tables. But for now, let's go see the beach. At the end of this trail, you can turn either left or right and continue walking around the island. Or you can keep going straight to the beach, and that's where we're headed right now. The beach is pretty quiet right now. There are a few people suntanning and relaxing. There's a lifeguard watching over everyone's safety. There's a big children's park just down there to the right of the beach with water sprinklers, and straight ahead is a pier. Let's go for a stroll to the end of the pier. I'm thinking if I want to rent a bike. This is turning into a very unplanned day. Right beside the entrance to the beach and the change rooms is the bicycle rental shop. Here you can rent a single bicycle, a tandem, or a two-seater or four-seater. You can go bike riding with one or more friends. It cost me $10 to rent this single bicycle for 1 hour. I am so excited to go bike riding on this trail. It's such a beautiful day. It's time to go unplug and put my phone away. Thank you so much for coming with me to the island.